All right, 3, 2, 1. We're on.
We're back.
We're back.
Here we go.
Final round podcast episode, whatever the fuck. And yeah, we're a week removed from last week. And yeah, how are you feeling?
All right, man. Got a bit of a headache right now, but
Not only that, I mean, your team just lost the World Series.
dude, I don't want to fucking get into that, man.
You don't?
No,
Why not?
because it is what it is. We fucking lost.
I know. I've been there. I'm a Rangers fan. I've been there.
Is one thing. All right, check it out. So there's one thing to lose to a team, right?
Mm-hmm.
But when your manager beats you yourself, like when you make the wrong moves
Right.
that you haven't been making,
Mm-hmm.
it's like, dude, you beat us. Like you didn't even let them beat us. You know,
Right.
we beat ourselves.
Yeah, it was tough. He was like one of the trending topics of like
I think he was #1 trending worldwide. After
Was he
the game,
really
you know?
number one? Wow.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. That just is something, right?
The thing is, I hate to like bash him because he's such a cool person, such a down to earth, like real nice dude. Dave Roberts,
He got you there. I mean, you guys made it to the World Series,
dude.
man.
But if no one wins the last game of the season, nobody gives a shit, right?
I see what you're doing there.
Yeah, and I'm being serious though. It makes sense.
No, I get it. Do you think we get too invested in this stuff, sports?
I do.
I don't. Yeah.
I do for sure. I don't know. Maybe
I think I stopped.
I think I was telling my dad. Fuck, I always tell my dad everything. Huh? I was telling my dad, like, when we were watching, I was like when we were about to lose, I was like, next year, dude, if we make it, we make it. If we don't, if we lose, we lose. I'm not investing all my emotions into this shit, you know?
It stopped for me when I was when we lost in the playoffs against the Blue Jays, and like Blue Jays had that huge like, bat flip with Jose Bautista and stuff like that. And like after, and I remember you left, and like I was just like laying with my head down and like feeling like miserable, and I was like, and after that I think I pretty much just told myself like, why am I gonna let something like this ruin my week? You know what I mean? So I promised myself that I wouldn't get too invested in sports.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because I don't want to feel that.
Yeah.
So
and
because it's like why it's hard. I mean, maybe it's hard to see it from your vantage point because you are so invested in this shit. Like, yeah, you've been a hardcore fan for a long time, but I was like, I don't know who said it, but like somebody said, he was like, I don't care for sports because like, why would I want to care for something that really doesn't change anything in my life?
Yeah. Exactly. No, it's true because it's like that thing in Bronx Tale, like when he's when he talks about Mickey Mantle makes $100,000 a year. How much your father make?
Yeah.
You know, these players are gonna go on and fucking live their life, right?
Yeah.
After this shit's over, they're millionaires.
Right.
I'm over here still fucking pissed about it. Like, they probably don't give a shit. They're probably at their mansions, fucking living life or whatever. Probably proud the season's over.
Yeah.
Happy that they're free.
Right. Yeah, that's a big possibility that not a lot of sports fans think about.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I think about that a lot. I was like, I mean, this doesn't change,
These guys don't give a shit.
Yeah. Maybe they don't. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, I should say, rather. Yeah, something unique happened to me recently. I was telling you before we went on air. Might as well just get into it.
Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it. Alrighty. Yeah. Should I tell the full story? Like, just the entire,
I think
backstory?
we should just talk about how, you stated your opinion on something. Right?
Yes. On the earlier podcast, we talked about children and relationships or whatever. And I may have made a crude joke or two, right? You know what I mean? But it's a joke. I have a very dark sense of humor.
You do.
And I'm not going to expect everybody to, like, get that or, like, understand it, but it's fine because I don't care. But, yeah, something happened to me recently. A woman in my life who I've known her for, like, a very long time. I can't even put the years together. But yeah, we've always been, I don't want to say on and off, but like we've talked for a very long time, and we've garnered a strong love and care for one another, right? And yeah, she actually in my the darkest time of my life, picked me up from my decline and like in a dark dark place that I've told you about. You know what I mean? Like around that time, and ever since then I always felt like I was like embedded to her.
Entitled.
Like, yeah, or like like
indebted to her.
Yeah, for like forever.
Mm-hmm.
Because she really did help. Like she didn't really like give the whole like
it's gonna be better.
Yeah. Like she
was actually there.
She was actually there, and I was telling her shit. Yeah, I was at a very dark place. You know what I mean? And like I said, picked me up from my decline. Was there for me. Always, we love each other. You know what I mean? I love her so much. And we always like figured like it's kind of like our relationship grew so strong that it kind of interfered on our the times when we weren't together, like trying to talk to other people. You know what I mean? Like I remember like talking to a few women or whatever, and like as soon as I was getting closer to make that step of like maybe being with said woman or whatever, like I would instantly fall back because
of her.
Yeah, and I would just completely shut everybody out. And I don't know about her. You know what I mean? We never really talked about that, but we did on one occasion, very briefly. But yeah, very strong love, and we were actually an item at one point, and we would, like every couple, we fight and argue. She's
So you stated your opinion.
No. I really want to like get in the backstory of this, okay? Because I don't know if this has anything to do with it, but I fucked up. All right, she needed me when I was there, and I wasn't there because again I was dealing with my own bullshit, selfishly.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so anyway, I stated an opinion regarding relationships and on the podcast, right? Regarding
relationships and children.
Yeah. And that episode has been out for a little while and whatnot, and yeah, she texted me recently saying that she listened to the podcast, and when she listened to the podcast, she told me that it made her so unattracted to me, and like that my outlook on life and children and relationships really like disgusted her, and that she wanted nothing to do with me ever again.
Because of your opinion?
Yeah, my opinion.
Your personal opinion that you're entitled to have?
Right. No, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't think that, you expressed this emotion and this connection you had with her, right?
Yeah. Really strong.
Very strong. Now, if she had an unpopular opinion or a dark, opinion towards something, would you have told her something like that? Something that you strongly believed in?
No, of course not.
Like if she was into drugs and shit.
Oh, yeah.
Would you tell her that?
Well,
because you're straight edge, right?
Yeah.
You don't smoke, you don't drink, you don't do drugs. Now, if she told you I was into drugs and whatever,
right?
Would you tell her I'm so unattracted to you? I'm gonna stop talking to you, whatever?
No, of course not.
Okay, why? Because that's her life and that's her.
Yeah. Well, I mean, obviously, I would try to help her. I'm not gonna just stand there and let her do that.
But what if she doesn't?
It's a different situation.
What if she stood by that though? What if she didn't want to help? What if she liked the life that she was living?
Well, then I would still try to help her, try to like change that. I don't know. I think that's different though. I think it's different. Is drugs and having.
Well, I'm just trying to compare something with you because something that you're totally against.
Well, the thing
maybe
is, like,
what you said she's totally against.
Well, no. Well, okay. To go back to our relationship, that was one of the arguments that we've had when we were in a relationship as children and stuff like that. So yeah, she knew how I felt about like that thing. I don't know. Because, I don't listen to the fucking podcast. I don't like hearing my voice. Very insecure about it. So I haven't looked back at it. I probably will at some point. But yeah, she just basically, maybe it was just the way I phrased it or whatever. Maybe the joke or two I made was very, dark and like she didn't get it or something like that. But yeah, it sucks and it hurts. But yeah, I know what you're trying to say for sure. You know what I mean? But the one thing I don't want to do is like bad mouth her or anything like that.
No. I'm just.
Because I still have. I'm not gonna lie. Like even though, because my reaction to her telling me that, like I'm not the kind of guy to like chase. Like I'm not gonna chase after you. Like I just never been that type of dude.
Right.
I was like, it's
If you want to stay, stay. If you don't, don't.
No, yeah. I just told her I was like, listen. I was like, I know because like I said, I already know how she feels about that stuff.
Mhm.
So I told her I'm not gonna change my opinion because it's who I am and it's what I truly believe.
Right.
So, it sucks because after all we've been through and stuff like that, like,
You would think it'd be stronger.
yeah, you would think we would have like some sort of unconditional love where, no matter how much our opinions differ from one another, you would still be by my side. And like at the end of the day, towards the end of where we want to be together at one point. You know what I mean? And who knows? My fucking opinions might fucking change. My thoughts now are not going to be the same thoughts I'm going to have when I'm 30. I'm sure we talked about that on the podcast.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I just said, I was like, it's very unfortunate that you feel that way.
I just don't think you're giving yourself enough credit, right? So I don't want to bash her, like you said. I don't want to bash you.
No, I get it. Yeah.
That's her opinion, but I think you're entitled to your own opinion. You're entitled to your own beliefs.
Yeah.
That if somebody close to me like that, if I had somebody close to me like that, tell me something like that because of something I believe in, then I don't think we were ever that close to begin with.
Right. No, for sure.
know?
No, I get that. Yeah.
So
that's one of the reasons why I didn't cry over it.
yeah.
I'm not like, teary-eyed or misty-eyed or anything like that. It does hurt. Don't get me wrong. Like, the fact that she's gone, I mean, I don't know what's going to happen in the future, but the fact that she's gone and that, like I told you before, like, no matter where we were going to be in life, like, when she was at whatever she was going to be, like, in the end, and what I was going to be at the end, she was where she wanted to be. I am where I wanted to be. At the end of it, we were going to be together. That's how we both, like, talked about, And the fact that it's gone, like, it fucking hurts. You know what I mean? It hurts bad.
Yeah.
And, but yeah, like, that's, if that's the reason why you want, like, nothing to do with me, then all right, fine.
Yeah.
I'm going to leave it at that.
Mm-hmm.
It sucks. Like I said, it hurts, but, I mean, shit. You know?
Man, that's what it takes.
Yeah.
You don't want someone to. Yeah, man, you just don't need someone like that,
Yeah.
Especially, just even as a friend. Like, if you're going to have a friend around you
right.
that would just up and leave you just because of your beliefs, that's not cool,
Right.
No matter what you believe, Yeah. There's some people that don't believe in marriage, I don't.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe some people will find that, as the unattractive.
Unorthodox, yeah. I'll find them unattractive to you, yeah.
But I wouldn't expect the person that I'm
gonna be with to, like,
straight up and leave just because of that reason. I don't think that's right.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So I think you're all right, brother.
Yeah. It just sucks, though,
Yeah, I hear you.
Because I wanted to, there's a time where, I was really down and out.
You had plans.
Well, yeah. No, well, I wouldn't say plans, but, like, I was really sure that, it was going to be me and her. And, she's said that to me, And, yeah, it just sucks. It's a sucky feeling knowing that. Like, I don't know how she's feeling right now. We're a couple days removed. But it sucks because I do still love her because of, what she's done for me. You know what I mean? Licked my wounds is a weak saying, I guess I could say. But she really did. Like, she really helped me. And I don't know how she's feeling right now, but it really sucks knowing that a person I love doesn't love me back now. It stings. You know? But yeah, that's what happened to me. Yeah, it's fucked up.
Yeah, no, man. That sucks. Especially when like we said, this is therapeutic, and
yeah,
we do state our real opinions. We do state, we say
we're ourselves.
Yeah, right.
We're real. Yeah, we're being ourselves. That's what this podcast is all about. And being myself kind of cost me one of the person that means, like, a lot to me. But like you said, maybe that person really didn't care for me if this is the thing that made her trigger her to up and leave me, I guess.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Hey, man, you learn, you move on.
Yeah, that's all it is. Just.
It's one of those learning experiences.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm doing.
No, don't ever change. Don't ever change. Sure. Just you shouldn't have to fake your opinions to keep
absolutely.
Somebody around. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Yeah, that was actually one thing I was thinking about. Like, I wanted to text you at one point after. I was like, did I completely shit on everything?
No.
Like, did I make everything like so
not from what I remember. I've heard all of them.
Yeah.
But nothing where I'm like, okay, dude, you went overboard. You know,
we
sure. Like you said, you have dark humor. Maybe I'm just used to that dark humor.
Yeah.
And it's just normal to me. Yeah. But dude,
even
even then.
Right.
Even then.
Right.
What's the worst you could have said about children? Abortion.
Yeah.
You know.
I think I did.
You don't. Yeah, but even then.
Yeah.
Abortion.
Yeah, I know.
Or you don't want kids.
That's a taboo to most people.
Yeah.
For sure.
But that's your opinion,
Yeah,
and you're entitled to your opinion.
Yeah.
Do
absolutely.
I believe in abortion? No, but
Mm-hmm.
you know, I'm not gonna. Oh, you believe in abortion, bro? I'm gonna stop talking to you because you believe in abortion. You know.
No, for sure.
So.
Yeah. But yeah, man, it sucks. Yeah, difference of opinion. I mean, I think it just sucks because I feel like it falls back to that whole thing that we were saying. Like, you know, people fall back to what they're comfortable with and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, oh, you don't feel the way I do. Oh, get out of my face.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm gonna go surround myself with people who, who
tell
think
you,
like me.
tell you yes, and tell you shit you want to hear.
Right.
And
sure.
that's something that you're not gonna get from this podcast. Straight up, if you're still hearing this, you're not gonna get.
She's probably not. Not
well, no, not just her. It's anybody in general.
Who
You're not
disagree
gonna
with-
get. You're not gonna get the things that most people are gonna say on this podcast because
Yeah.
I have a lot of very unpopular opinions for sure.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah, man, you just keep it real. That's as real as you can get.
Right. I have, and after it's all over, like, there's so many things going through my mind. I was like, oh man, should I should I apologize? Should I change the way I feel? I was like,
and it's not like it's your belief now, but like you said, people change.
yeah, exactly. My belief, the way I think at
in
25.
in 10 years, you probably would want kids.
Exactly. Yeah. My thinking and my thinking patterns and the way I feel at 25 is not probably gonna be the same way when I'm 35.
Right.
We're gonna be different for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man, it's unfortunate. My misfortune.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Hey, man. Well, I hope it gets better, and she opens her eyes. And,
yeah, I hope so. But
because I don't think that's cool.
Yeah, I hope so, man. But yeah, I'm never gonna change who I am.
Nah, don't ever change.
Yeah, I can't do that. But we're flawed human beings, I guess. We're flawed. we're flawed in others. I mean, whatever people perceive as flaws.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like we'll
Yeah.
we'll exhibit that on somebody else. But I'm not gonna do that. I don't give a shit.
No,
like,
man. Just.
I'm just gonna go with the flow, like I always have.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, what's up with you, man?
Nothing, man. Just.
Let's talk about the women. Let's talk about the women in our lives.
Shit,
Not
okay,
just
no,
JK.
no.
Yeah.
No, man. But what was I gonna say? I think it's one of the things that I think a lot of people do is hide their personal opinions.
Right.
Because they're different than everybody else's.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They're scared.
They're scared. They can even at times. I remember there's times. When I was younger, where if I had an opinion on something and everyone else had this different opinion, I would not say my opinion or act like my opinion was their opinion.
Right.
Just so I wasn't different from everybody else.
Yeah. Well, that's goes back to the whole cycle of
You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I think I grew up, and
yeah,
I'm proud to have
different
opinions than everyone else. I'm glad that my mind works differently than everyone else.
Yeah, for sure.
And so did yours.
Yeah. Oh, you got to be proud of who you are, no matter what, no matter how much your opinions differ, and for sure not be scared to share your opinions. I sometimes don't share my opinions because I feel like those opinions who I'm sharing them with would not like. I guess would be one excuse, like they won't get it. But the thing is, like, when I have a conversation with somebody, I want it to be genuine. I want to like. The thing is how people should treat every conversation is a learning experience. You have to learn from one, and definitely if you're having an insightful, conversation that involves two different opinions, you got to try to open your mind and like not think one way and just think you're right, they're wrong, and that's it.
And only look at one person's view.
Yeah. Try to learn from the person you're talking with, no matter what, no matter how insightful or not insightful the conversation is. You know what I mean? Everybody takes conversation for granted. You know what I mean? And but yeah, don't be afraid to voice your opinion. But like I said, some people I feel can't handle different opinions.
Well, I think some people can't handle the truth.
Oh yeah, they can't handle the truth for sure. But the problem is, the people's truth is their truth. Like they don't no matter what facts or like thoughts
Well,
you bring to the table.
No. That's as far as opinions. Yes, you're right.
Yeah, yeah.
But I'm talking about like the truth. Like if somebody's coming up to you with some
Mm-hmm.
drama that they're going through,
Right.
and you tell them like, dude, you're wrong.
Yeah.
You know,
Mhm.
you're giving them, you know, the truth, like they're
Right.
wrong,
Mhm.
and they just want somebody to tell them that they're right.
Yeah, tell them things that they want to hear.
You know, and I don't think there's not a lot of people like that will give you the truth like head on. You know,
Yeah, yeah.
like with you, you know, most of the time when I come to you for shit, you're always telling me I'm wrong or like, you know what I
I
mean?
won't say all the time.
Majority.
yeah.
But the thing is that you tell me, you know, you tell me you're brutally honest. And I rather have a brutally honest person around me than someone trying just telling me something I want to hear, you know.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man, I just think some people can't handle the truth sometimes.
Yeah.
Some people
But
like to surround themselves with people that are just gonna tell them what they want to hear.
No, for sure. But the thing is, like, sometimes, like, let's say, like, the same situation with another friendship, right? Like, a different people, whatever. Not just me and you. You know, you're willing to accept me telling you that you're wrong in your opinion, and I'm going to tell you, like, how I feel about it. There's people out there who won't even do that. You know what I mean? Like, there's people who will be like, oh, what? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you're not on my side. You know what I mean? Like, get the fuck out of my face. You know what I mean? Like, I believe those people are just, like, I don't know. I don't want to, now, sick is not the right word. Confused and delusional.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like, delusional is a probably better word. You know what I mean? It's to not accept, another person, you know, opinion, you know, right or wrong. But yeah, there's some people out there who just won't take, you know, other people's, like, you know, different opinion.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, I don't know. It's quite I don't want to say scary, but it's like it's alarming. You know what I mean? That people are, you know, are willing to, like, throw other, you know.
What's more alarming to me is how many people are yes people. You know what I mean? Or like
yes, man.
Like, yeah, yes, man. Like it's alarming to me how many people actually tell people what they want to hear instead of telling them the truth.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of people.
Yeah. But
that just sugarcoat shit and to make someone feel better, they're gonna tell them what they want to hear. You know what I mean?
But again, that's one of the things, like, you know, people want to be accepted.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they don't want to be outcast. They don't want to be the outcast.
Yeah.
You know, no matter what. You know, they're scared to be the outcast.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but it's like, you know, like, come on, man. Don't fake it till you make it.
Yeah, man. Like, be honest. If you think a person is wrong over some shit, like, tell them.
Yeah.
Like, tell them that they're wrong, or tell them why you think they're wrong.
Mm-hmm. Do you know people like that?
I know a lot of people like that. Yeah.
Oh. So
I work with a lot of people like that.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, calling the workplace out.
Nah, man, but I do.
You love the people you work with.
No, I love the people I work with. There's a lot of people that just say shit just because they want. If I go in there, right? If I go into work tomorrow and I'm like, man, you know, this girl I was talking to, she freaking, you know, she said that I'm always needy, and then I'm always calling her, and then I'm crazy, and then, you know, I'm always like snooping on her or whatever. Right. And there's people at work that'll be like, oh man, she's wrong, man. You don't really need her. And it's me really being fucking crazy.
Yeah.
You know, snooping. And, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like,
sure.
There's people like that there. You know.
Yeah.
They're good people, but there's people like that there.
Yeah.
And and you know, there's only few people there that will be like, dude, you're fucking crazy. You do go through her shit. You know.
Yeah. Stop being a weirdo.
Yeah. Stop being a weirdo. Stop texting her all the time. You know. Just stuff like that.
Right.
For example, for just a quick example, just stuff like that. You know, there's only few people that will tell me like, dude, you're being crazy. Stop.
Right.
You know.
We need those people to tell us that we're crazy.
Yeah. There's some people that I appreciate.
Yeah. I do believe, like, in situations like that. But yeah. Anyway, just stop. You know, be honest. Be truthful.
Yeah.
You know,
even if you have to be brutally honest, you know. I mean, don't tell a pregnant girl that she doesn't look fat or anything, but like.
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
No, I mean, like.
Don't be too like.
Don't be a dick.
Right.
No, man, but if your friend or somebody's coming at you with some drama and, you know, you're seeing it the other person's side, you got to tell them, you know.
No, I just try to put, like, you know, if you were to come to me with some drama with whoever, I would try to look at it at your side and obviously the other person's side. You know what I mean? Like, I always try to put myself in other people's shoes. It's hard for a lot of people to do that because, you know, we are our own people. You know what I mean? We'll never understand what another person's thinking, but just, it doesn't hurt to try your best to, like, try to, see. Because, something that you're not seeing is probably hurting that other person's feelings, and it bugs them, And, it's one thing that it's missing in this world is empathy, and, we need to care about each other more. You know what I mean? No matter what. You got to be open to other people's ideas and opinions and stuff like that, no matter what, Definitely if it's somebody that you really love. So, yeah. Let's talk about it.
That was a good topic, man.
Yeah.
I'm sorry you're going through what you're going through, man, but that was...
Yeah.
You're honest, and that's the best thing you could be.
That's just how I feel.
Yeah.
It's how I feel. I can't really, I'm not going to change who I am. I'm not going to fake it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm me, like that's the thing that confuses me. You know what I mean? I believe she loved me for me. You know what I mean? That, when you love somebody, you're obviously loving not just their pros, but their cons as well, their flaws. You're bringing in, this person you love, you're going to deal with their flaws.
Yeah.
That's the point of, being together. That's the point of, being with the person you really love and care about. And, apparently it didn't matter to her. She, it's her way or the highway. And she, said literally nothing, doesn't want to, wants nothing to do with me.
Yeah.
Word for word, that's what she said. Nothing to do with me.
Verbatim.
Yeah. She's so unattracted to me.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy, man. I wonder how you would react if you were in that situation.
I'd have been like, what the hell?
Yeah.
For what?
That's kind of similar from my reaction.
What the hell?
I was like, huh? It killed me? Like, Jesus.
All right.
I was like, all right.
Nice to know you.
Yeah.
Nice to know that our 8 years of friendship are great.
Yeah, thank you. It's great.
It's all right, man.
It is all right. No, it totally is. I'm gonna be fine. I'm just gonna go on about my day.
Mm-hmm.
Keep being me. Keep saying pro-abortion and no, just kidding. Just kidding, guys. Just kidding. It's a joke.
It's not a joke.
I mean, no. I mean, the way I put it though is jokingly, but yeah, I do believe. It's kind of weird how people talk about abortion. It's like, I don't want to believe in abortion. I was like, really? Because it exists.
It's real.
It's real. It happens
all the time.
Yeah, I don't believe in it. Well, I mean, I was like, you're against it.
I saw you're against.
That's more of the wording people should put.
Yeah.
Out there,
because it's real.
Because it's real. It fucking happens.
Yeah. I don't believe it. It's like I don't believe in ghosts.
Yeah. For sure.
That's funny.
But yeah, we got a lot of reaction to your ghost story, bro.
Really?
Yeah, that's pretty funny. Robert was like my buddy Robert, who's
Oh, he's gonna pop because he's on here.
Oh yeah, Robert Chavez, man. He's
dang. Do you want to put his social on here too?
Yeah, why not? Give him some love. I love Robert. I mean, Robert's he's actually one dude that from high school that I actually talk to once in a while and stuff like that. And I genuinely do miss hanging out with him. But yeah, he's one of the funniest people I've ever met. But yeah, he was messaging me. He's like, damn. He's like, Danny Diaz got fucking. But yeah, a lot of good reactions from our pod for a couple weeks ago. Anyway, though.
Yeah, that's crazy. I didn't really hear much. I didn't hear much of that story.
From my buddy.
No, I know you told me like that.
Yeah,
what he said, but from that ghost story.
Oh yeah. You messaged Danny, didn't you? Or you called?
Yeah, no. I talked to him the other day, and
did
he remembered. He was like, "Yeah, man. Like he said, I still got it."
That's fucking crazy, man.
Freaking claw marks. That shit was real, bro.
Yeah, creepy shit, man. But yeah, speaking of creepy shit, it's Halloween week, basically. It's the week of Halloween, right?
Yeah.
That's exciting.
What are you going to dress up as?
I'm a grown man.
You're a grown man, bro?
Yeah. A lot of people...
I know. Everybody at work is like, what are you going to dress up as, Hector? And I'm like, nothing.
I don't know.
I'm a grown ass. I said the same thing. I'm a grown ass man, It's a surprise. Don't worry
But you know what? I envy grown ass people who actually do get dressed up, though.
Really?
Yes, because, I mean, I love Halloween. I love watching. I'm a morbid person. I
feel like Halloween should always be on a weekend, though. I guess it should be like Thanksgiving. You know how Thanksgiving's always like the second to the last Thursday.
That's because we used to always have a party at your house.
Well, but I think Halloween should be a holiday. It is. Well, it is, but I mean, it
should fall on a certain day all the time.
Yeah, like how Thanksgiving does. Thanksgiving's always on Thursday, always, no matter what. Yeah. And I feel like Halloween should always be like the last Saturday of the month or whatever.
Well, It's not Burger King. Can't always have it your way.
Yeah, no.
You know?
If it was me, that's how I would do it.
But I don't know. I envy people who could get dressed up because I do. I love Halloween so much. I love, seeing the young kids dress up as whatever the fuck superheroes or scary things. Like like it brings you back to when you were a kid, all excited because I mean, as a kid.
What did you dress up as?
Like my favorite things to dress. Man. Freddy Krueger one year.
No way, you were Freddy?
Yeah, I was Freddy. Had the fucking knives and everything, man.
No way.
Yeah, they were plastic, unfortunately, but
Oh, it's fake.
Yeah. So was the mask, Hector.
Your costume sucked.
Yeah. Well,
I'm just kidding.
I mean, the mask did suck. I admit that, but
I'm just kidding, bro.
No. I mean, it did suck. It wasn't movie quality.
You weren't on the motion picture.
Yeah, I wasn't working with Universal or anything. But But yeah, I mean, what did you dress up as? I don't think I've ever talked to you about you dressing up as anything as a kid ever about Halloween or anything. So.
I dressed up as Scream for like 3-4 years.
In a row?
No, like just random.
Randomly? I dressed up as
I was a vampire a lot.
Really?
Yeah, I was never nothing. I was Cat in the Hat when I was like 5.
Really? Okay, that's cool.
I was the Mask.
Really?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. I'd pop for that one.
The Mask. I have the costume somewhere still.
Did you really?
Yeah.
The fucking yellow suit?
The yellow suit with the tie and the hat.
That's amazing.
Yeah, the Cat in the Hat costume's still here too.
Damn. I wish I kept half of my shit. Like,
yeah.
Everything good to throw out.
The mask. I don't remember wearing the mask, but I was the Mask.
I've seen your dad wear the mask like a couple Halloweens ago. Like just.
Oh, the green mask?
Yeah, the green mask. Is that the one you're talking about? No, it's a different one.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a good thing to dress up as. I don't know.
But yeah, nothing. I'm trying to think of. Just everything else was always just a vampire.
Yeah.
Vampire or.
You just gave a fuck about the candy.
Scream. Huh? No, because you gotta walk for it.
That's the most laziest thing I've ever heard in my life. That's a part of the trick or treating process.
You have to go door to door. It's like candy.
Trick or treat.
Yeah. No,
I do find it weird when you see like 18-year-olds coming up to the door and being like
by
trick or treat.
themselves.
Yeah, or no, I mean, I feel the same way when it's like a group of 3 or whatever. Like they're like 18 years old going trick or treating, and it's like, dude, like,
yeah,
grow the fuck up,
dude. There's no limit on.
No, for sure. No, I know
Halloween.
that, but like I remember because I stopped dressing up after elementary school.
I stopped dressing up. Yeah, somewhere after elementary. Yeah, I would say elementary school.
That was my last costume was the Freddy Krueger costume, And I've always felt that I wanted to like dress up, but I'm like, it's always like I don't want to say it's a macho thing or anything like that, but for me personally, I would feel silly putting on a costume at my right now. You know what I mean? Like I would just feel silly.
The last time I really wanted to dress up was the Joker.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Heath Ledger Joker, I'm assuming. Yeah, after 08.
Yeah.
You were like, oh, I want to be the Joker.
This was it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so funny. Still could do it, man.
I could, especially with my hair now.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, I guess I could. I don't know.
Yeah, you should do it, bro.
No.
I'll be Batman.
You'll be Batman?
Nah, fuck no. I'll be fat ass Batman.
Nah, man, you're buff.
Shut the fuck.
A terrible friend.
Yeah, you're terrible. I'm insecure now.
Nah, man, you're in shape, bro.
No, fuck you. I don't want to talk about this no more.
No, man, but no, I wanted to be Joker. Yeah, I think that's the last thing I wanted to be.
I think the last thing I wanted to be was Frankenstein. I don't know.
When was that?
I don't know, like 2014 or something like that.
Do you have any favorite Halloween memories?
No, not really. I mean, the biggest memory I would have is just going, I remember hanging out with a couple of my friends. Like we just walked around, like we didn't go trick or treating. We just walked around the block or whatever, and stuff like that. But yeah, nothing too exciting. I remember like the one thing that we would do when you get home as a kid is like your mom like checks the candy for like needles and shit like that. I'm like,
my parents didn't never give a shit.
Damn, dog, you could have swallowed a fucking
I would have
fucking
swallowed
blade.
a freaking condom. I would have gave a shit.
You'd have been choking.
I'm telling you,
like
bro.
that.
As soon as I got home from trick or treating, I went and sat on the couch and started eating my candy. No one cared.
But the thing is, like, that was a big myth, though. I think. Like, I don't know. I would have to look it up. Like, if anybody actually.
I'm sure there's some psychopaths that have
for sure.
done
Yeah, for
stupid
sure.
shit, but like, I don't know, man. It's just.
But yeah, my parents made it very clear that after give me all your candy, like after, because I'm checking if there's anything in it. And I was
Nah,
like,
bro,
I
your
get
mom was straight jacking all your Reese's.
could have been,
I'm just
could have been.
just kidding, Melissa.
She doesn't listen to this podcast. But anyway, what's your favorite candy to get when you were younger?
When I was younger,
Yeah, what was your favorite candy to get?
Snickers.
Yeah.
Snickers was it. If your house had Snickers,
not
dog,
that baby shit either.
nah, man. If your house had Snickers, bro, you were on. I was going to your house like 4 times.
We had full size Snickers. I didn't even get them.
No, I've never had. There's always these kids. Like I remember growing up, it was like, oh, this neighborhood had full size candy bars. I'm like,
You're lying.
what neighborhood's that? Hell nah, man. We had Mexican candy, man. bro,
fucking apple caramel fucking lollipops and shit.
Hey, those are on. Forget you.
I was never a fan.
No, those are on.
You were excited.
No,
to
I'm
get those.
talking about like we used to get like a salidito or something, bro. I'm telling you, man.
That's so funny.
Like the Mexican lollipops with like
Yeah.
the cherry.
The chili on it.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I never went to those.
Those are good, man. But
Mm.
when I think Halloween, I think the good shit. You know,
M&M's, Snickers,
Yeah.
yeah, for sure.
Butterfinger,
Reese's
Oh,
Pieces. I think
for a while, Butterfinger was my favorite candy.
I never got into Butterfinger.
Butterfinger was it for a while.
I hated Butterfinger because it got stuck in my teeth all the time.
Yeah.
I hate it when it gets stuck in my teeth.
Yeah.
But Reese's Pieces was the shit for me. That and Kit Kats.
Nah, Kit Kats overrated.
Fuck you, man.
I
I don't
don't
really
like
care
Kit
anymore.
Kats.
That's fine. It's your opinion.
I don't like the crunch.
Mm. You have a different opinion than
I don't
mine.
like
I
wafers.
don't want to talk to you anymore.
Whatever.
What's that thing that you always get? The Reese's fucking it's like a wafer or whatever the fuck it's called.
Oh, the fast break.
Yeah, the
That
fast
shit's
break.
fire.
I had another friend my buddy Jeff. I saw him eat one too, and I was like, God, everybody's fucking with this candy.
That shit's been out for a while.
I know for sure it has. I remember seeing it in stores, but I just never like.
Shit's good.
Is it really?
You like Reese's?
I love Reese's.
You'll love that.
Really?
Yeah.
I'll check it out maybe.
That's bomb.
We'll see.
It's a different
That's what's
world.
up. But yeah.
King size only though.
Oh, king size. Got to be king
Yeah,
size.
gotta
No
be
bitch
king
size.
Nah.
But yeah, I mean, I'm excited just because I love watching horror movies and passing out the candy. And seeing other
Yeah,
people's-
man. I like that too. I like.
Passing out the candy to the kids.
No, fuck, no, I don't give a shit about that. But I like watching movies, especially when they're on like Halloween's on Saturday.
Right.
After trick or treating, after I mean, I'm talking about like as a kid.
Yeah.
After trick or treating, Saturday, no school the next day, freaking eat your candy and watch scary movies all night.
Mhm.
Like there's nothing better than that.
Right.
Halloween was a shit at one time.
Yeah. Were you a part of the crowd? I mean, obviously not because you haven't dressed since elementary like I have. But I remember being excited going to school and seeing everybody dress up for Halloween, like in their costumes and shit like that in high school. Or did you guys?
I never dressed up in high school.
Well, I'm sure you haven't, but like
It was cool, though,
See everybody else do it.
You see like cute ass chicks wearing slutty ass outfits.
All right.
That was cool.
You took it to another place.
I
Not
don't, I don't care.
No, that was nice.
Yeah.
That was cool. But
That was awesome.
I enjoy it. I enjoy the atmosphere. I enjoy the weather, even though the weather hasn't been as great as I thought it would be. It's definitely not fucking washed.
During Halloween?
Yeah.
There was times when I was younger where Halloween was cold. Not cold, but like it was like a cold chill.
You kidding me?
Felt great.
Last year when I was in Washington, when I lived in Washington for a few months, like that's all it was. It was cold and it felt good. I still have that picture of all the leaves and stuff like that.
That was perfect.
It was beautiful, man. It was exactly how
I'm gonna move there. I'm not moving to Vegas no more.
You'd be smart.
I'm just kidding.
No, just kidding. But no, it was nice.
If I was trying to get off the grid, I probably would move there.
It's a good place to get off the
It looks nice.
Yeah. Well, I loved it as far as like being around like that time and the coldness and stuff like that. But the sucky part about it, I had no one to like celebrate Halloween with. I didn't have my friends. I didn't have my family, immediate family, and stuff like that. So it was kind of like depressing last year. But now that I'm here, I'm kind of pissed. The only thing I miss about Washington is the comic book stores and the fucking weather. But yeah, man. I mean, no plans for you. You work. I work.
For Halloween this
yeah.
year,
I
work.
It's in a couple days. It's on Wednesday,
No,
I think.
I work, but I'm off at 5.
Yeah, I know. I'm off at 4.
There it is. We can hang out.
What are we gonna do?
Trick or treat.
No, I'm not trick or treating.
I'm just kidding. We can eat candy and watch movies. Forget you. I'll put up the projector. How about that?
We'll see. We'll see.
No.
Depends how I'm feeling. I don't know.
Well, eat shit. I don't care what you do. Damn, go talk to your friend.
You're my friend, bro.
Anyways.
Oh, I'm not his friend. I guess.
No.
We're besties, bro.
I don't have friends. I have family.
That was so stupid. You just made me hate Vin Diesel a lot more than I really did. That's Vin Diesel, right?
Yeah.
So fucking stupid.
Trying to be so corny.
So stupid. Those movies suck.
Forget you suck.
Those movies suck.
No, they
I
don't.
hate those
Fast and
movies.
Furious is the GOAT.
No,
Too Fast and Furious sucks.
they all suck.
No,
No, the first one was dope. I'm not gonna lie.
Tokyo Drift was alright. The fourth one sucks. Fast 5 was dope. And that's it.
After Too Fast, Too Furious, they all sucked ass to
you were,
me.
you were
I tuned out.
You were checked out.
I tuned out. I was
Nah,
like, yeah,
man, Fast 5 was good.
no.
You gotta watch it.
I'm not a fan.
Watch it.
No.
Give it a chance.
No. I'm gonna watch other movies. Watch Halloween, the Halloween franchise, and stuff like that. Have you watched any horror movies?
The Halloween.
You watched the new Halloween movie. That's right.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
That's-
very, very more graphic. I liked it.
Yeah. Have you watched anything else besides that?
The last scary movie.
Like
I
here
watched.
at home, like just
here?
trying to get in the spirits.
No, but I've been meaning to watch that show on Netflix that everyone's talking
Oh,
about.
Haunted,
I think so.
the short
The
series.
series, yeah.
Yeah, I watched it.
Is it good?
It's different. Well, I mean, I don't know if you remember this, but I don't know whether they based it on. It's not original. Like, it's been done before. Like, people talking in a room about their paranormal experience. And
It's like that show on the Discovery Channel, right?
yeah, it's called The Haunting.
Yeah.
That's what it's called. But this one's called Haunted. I don't
It's
know.
the same concept?
Yeah, exact same concept.
These are real stories?
Real stories, real people. It's not my Chamber of Chills podcast, but yeah, fuck it. It's Halloween, fuck it. But yeah, I mean, it's bigger budget, so like, because I don't know about you, but I hate like dramatizations of like, like, what is it called? Reenactments. I hate those fucking things so much. I just think the acting's horrible, the directing is horrible, everything's fucking horrible. Like, you know what I mean? The only thing interesting is the fucking interviews.
The story itself.
Yeah, well, yeah, that too. But this one is it's interesting the way how they have it set up. They have it they have people sit down with people that they know, friends, family, people they love, and they just talk about their paranormal experiences with them and stuff they do know, stuff the family or friends don't know, and there's a reenactment with a big budget and very really cinematic quality to it and stuff like that. And yeah, it's pretty wild. Yeah, there's an episode where this girl was, you don't want to hear it?
No, I want to see it.
You suck, man.
Tell me, man.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna spoil it. But yeah, well, I think you like it. I think you probably like it. It's only 6 episodes though.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and some leave on cliffhanger. It's kind of upsetting.
Is it?
Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck? I want to know.
I heard they were scary.
I mean, they didn't scare me, but I mean, the shit that happens to them is scary. It's not like you're gonna jump up and you're gonna piss your pants or anything like that. But it's cool. I love the concept.
Yeah, I'll probably check it out this weekend.
Yeah, there's another show. There's another thing that they did. They dropped today or yesterday. It's a bunch of short films. A bunch of short films. It's called "Don't Watch This" on Netflix. Yeah, a bunch of young filmmakers create short films or whatever, and yeah, I heard they're pretty scary. So I'm probably gonna check that out tonight. So yeah, another thing to watch. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I remember, since we're on the topic, we were talking about Halloween and stuff. I remember I was out with one of my buddies that I used to be friends with in middle school.
Mm-hmm.
And I was walking around the neighborhood, and I went to this neighborhood that's right next to mine. And we were out trick or treating, and it was late, dude. It was like 11 o'clock, and we're like the only ones out, right?
Damn.
There was like a couple kids here and there, whatever.
Right.
But it was on a weekend, I remember.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember this kid. We had candy, right? We didn't go trick or treating, but we went with like some kids. I think I wasn't with my brother. I was with, I think, his brother or something, his little brother that they were trick or treating.
Mm-hmm.
And some guy was running around the neighborhood, and he was bag snatching,
Oh, really?
like taking candy from kids.
Little fucker.
Now my friend was small.
Who was he?
Yeah, he's a smaller dude. And
Did he look like a younger kid?
he looked like
He looked like a kid.
And this guy, he was running from behind us, right?
Right.
And then I heard like running, so I
Yeah.
turned around, and this guy passes right by me, goes to my buddy and he takes his bag, right? And I was like, oh shit, he took your bag. My buddy got all pissed off. He's like, fuck no. And he freaking runs after this dude. I'm like, oh shit. So I take off and try to, my ass. I'm trying to catch up and shit.
Pulling up your pants.
Yeah, bro. I'm over there like sweating. I'm like, what the hell? And they like take off and I lose them.
Right.
And I was like, what the hell? And I keep walking around, whatever. I keep trying to see. And then I see dude like on the floor, like beat up. And I'm like, what the hell? And I called my buddy on the cell phone. And I was like, dude, where you at? He goes, I fucked that guy up. Come meet me back at my house. I'm like, oh shit, man. That guy was beat up, dude.
Really got fucked up?
He caught up to him and whooped his ass.
That's so funny.
Dude, it was
he looked like a smaller kid. So.
Dude, he whooped his ass. I was like, damn.
That's so funny. Well, thank goodness for that, because fuck that guy for fucking,
So that guy was bag snatching, right?
Yeah.
He ended up taking his bags. So he got it like...
Oh, for real?
He ended up taking everybody's bags,
That's
bro.
fucked up. He should have found the people and gave it back to him.
That was so funny. I was like, what an ass.
That's fucking hilarious. God damn, man. People out there are fucking unbelievable.
This guy was dressed like a ninja or some shit. I don't know if that was his costume.
Of course he was. He was really quiet with those fucking giant ass footsteps. You heard him from a mile away.
Dumbass, dude.
Oh my god.
I wonder. I never really looked at his face to see if he was like a grown ass man or if he was like
could have been like a kid or something.
just an older kid or something,
Oh, he got fucked up.
It had to be an older kid though. Grown ass man would not chase down candy.
I don't know. There's some weirdos out there who love candy.
I don't know.
The only time I do eat candy is around this time, on Halloween day. I never eat candy.
I eat candy all the time.
I can't. I was in the dentist so many times.
You don't like the dentist?
Yeah, I hate the dentist.
Really?
Yeah, I was. It's so funny because like I remember as a kid going to the dentist a lot, and like I felt like I was there like every week. It's kind of like, I think my grandma told me, she was like, "You want to come back here?" And I was like, "No." She's like, "Then stop eating bad shit." I was like, "Okay, okay, grandma." Ever since then I have.
You don't like what? You don't like the fact of the dentist, or you didn't like how it felt when they clean your teeth?
No, I fucking hate it. Well, I remember this one stuff. You know how like they numb your shit, they numb your cheeks. Well, one time like I always found that fascinating, and like I would sometimes bite my cheek to see like how like bad I could bite it and not feel a thing. Mm-hmm. And I remember I did it so bad, and that they looked in my mouth and they were like, "Oh my!" It was fucking bloody. And they were like, "You can't be doing that." Like it was bad. Like they had to clean it up and everything. It was fucking.
Why are you biting yourself, you idiot?
Because I didn't feel it. It was a fascination. I don't know.
Oh, I'm biting as hard as I can.
Yeah, I was like, "Oh my god, I'm not feeling a thing. Oh my god." I'm tasting a little bit of blood, but I don't know why. It was gnarly. But yeah, I hate going to the dentist.
Yeah.
I had to go to the dentist this fucking Tuesday. Or no, last week. Never mind. Yeah, it was last week.
How'd that go?
It was just a checkup, clean, check up and get clean and shit like that. But still, like...
They give you a sticker?
No. They gave me some floss, though, that I never gonna use. I hate flossing, man.
I hate it. It hurts, dude.
I can't my big-ass hands can't reach to the back of my teeth. And then I told her that, and she was like, well, you gotta use, like, the little picks. And I was like, I wish you told me that 100 visits ago.
That shit hurts.
It sucks.
It hurts when, like, you're trying to do it, and then you go too far, and, like...
Yeah. I look at it, it's like little blood. I'm like, fuck, I fucked up. I got kind of pissed though because my appointment was at 11. I get there at 11. I don't get there till like they don't call me in till like 11:45, and they're like, "Oh, we're so sorry. We have a patient who's in a wheelchair and shit like that." And I was like, "Whatever, man. Just get them the fuck out of there. Like I want to go like right now." People in wheelchairs. That's enough. You know what grinds my gears?
Oh, here we go.
No, I'm just kidding.
No, go for it.
No.
Tell it, brother.
No.
Speak on it.
No. People in wheelchairs don't bug me at all.
Yeah, they do.
No, they don't. No, it kind of made me mad that I had to wait for her and shit like that. I was like, damn.
You inconsiderate bastard.
What the fuck? Like my appointment is at 11, ma'am. You know what I mean? No, not the man, not the lady who was in the fucking wheelchair, but the fucking person who was doing the teeth.
Yeah. She's in a wheelchair, man. Give her a break.
How long? So it takes her like 35 minutes to work on the teeth? I get it. You have to... Okay, I'm sure it's a mission trying to get that person on the fucking chair, off the chair, into their wheelchair. But, like, for real, man? Like, it was almost 12 o'clock. Like, overdue. And then when I did get in my chair, the dentist was all like, I mean, she must have had, like, 3 appointments that day because she was trying to fucking get me done and out of there and shit like that. Like, I was I was very uncomfortable.
Let me tell you something from someone who makes appointments daily.
Oh, that's true. You do.
All right, just so you know, when you have the 11 o'clock appointment, there's probably 3 more people that have the 11 o'clock appointment. We double book those spots, you know.
Why?
Because if one doesn't show up, we still have another one.
What if they all show up?
Great, we have more business. They gotta wait.
You dirty fucker.
And and not only that, you guys show up at different times, right? So like,
I show up on time.
I know you're the person that shows up on time.
Yeah.
There's people that show up 20 minutes prior. There's people that show up 10 minutes after talking about some story like we give a shit.
Yeah, so book the fucking lady with the wheelchair who will be slow.
So she probably came in like 10 minutes before you.
Oh my god. So it took her like fucking an hour.
Not only that, or probably this. This happens all the time with us. She probably got there late from her 10:45 appointment, so they had to put her in there. Now they're backed up. You know how many times that shit happens?
I don't know.
Where I work, a lot.
Yeah.
They show up late. We look like assholes if we don't see them. There's like a 15-minute policy or something. We supposedly.
Right.
But if the doctor's nice or cool, if they're running on time, then they'll see like late patients.
Well, I've been going to this dentist for like almost like 7 years, and this is the first time this has ever happened to me. So I'm like, fuck you guys. Like, I almost told the person, I was like, make sure there's nobody in a wheelchair before me, like, please.
Next time.
I'm trying to get out, I'm trying to go in and out,
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, anything you want to talk about, man?
No.
From the people? The people been asking, or what?
Yeah. I put out a little poll. Not a poll, but just to see what you guys would like us to talk about. I had somebody tell me that they wanted us to talk about empowerment.
Empowerment, man.
Empowerment. How do you feel about empowerment, bro?
I mean, it's good. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, I mean, I wouldn't have a lot of knowledge of it because let's just look at the definition. The definition here is is the authority or power given to somebody to do something.
No, that could be either good or bad, right?
Yes. The term empowerment refers to measures designed to increase the degree of, self-determination,
So it could either be motivating.
Yeah.
Or if somebody is
helping, motivating somebody to use their voice.
Empowering somebody.
Yeah, empowering somebody.
Or it could be like if someone's, doing something to you and you let it affect you, then you're empowering them by it affecting you, correct?
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about it. I mean, empowering, as far as a good thing, I do like empowering people. I like being motivational.
You're very, you like hearing that stuff.
I like hearing it and I like giving it.
Right.
It
gives you a certain feeling, right?
The girl that
you talk you guys talk about that stuff, right?
Yeah. She's the one that
positive stuff.
Asked me to talk about this. She's really cool.
Positivity.
Yeah, we took positivity.
Goals
is like number one, right? We have expectations and we've discussed what we both want to do, and I think it's cool. And I think when you set yourself in a position where you can talk to people to better yourself, it just gets you that much more closer,
to that goal.
For each of you.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
of course.
And you need to surround yourself with positive people for sure. At least for me.
Right.
Like I don't if I say something, right, and I see a lot of people like making fun of what I'm
good luck.
Yeah, good luck or some shit like that. I don't need that shit in my life. I cut those people out quick, or I don't even listen to them if I have to deal with them, if I work with them, whatever.
Right.
But like
Throwing another shot to the workplace?
No. I'm just saying if I work with somebody like that, I obviously have to deal with you. But I'm not gonna bother listening to anything you have to say.
Right. Your opinion doesn't matter to me.
Exactly. But when it comes to people that have the same goal as you and you wanting to motivate yourself, you got to surround yourself with people like that.
Yeah.
You have to surround yourself with people who are gonna make you better.
Yeah, of course.
As an individual and as a person trying to get somewhere.
that's the person you want to,
You know, that's the person you need to keep around you. You know,
for sure. You know, but I mean, I don't know. It just depends for me. You know, I'm just like very like, you know, because you know me, I'm not the most positive person ever.
I don't think you're not positive.
I'm not. Yeah, I'm definitely not.
I
Positive.
don't think. I know. I don't think.
Negative.
No. I don't think you're not positive. That's what I meant. I don't think you're negative.
Right.
I just don't.
I'm not negative. No.
You're not really like. I don't. How do I say this without being a dick? You're not. Not that you're not positive, but you're not like, oh, like let's go out there and get them, guys. You know, like.
Yeah, I'm definitely not that.
You know what I'm. You know what I'm saying though. Like I am. I'm that guy that like. You know what, guys? This. If you were like me. Me and you would be just feeding off each other every day. Like, dude, like, kill today. You know what I'm saying? Like, go out there and like, kill today. And I have people that I talk to like that every day.
Kill today.
You know what I'm saying? Like, don't be a dick, but like, I'm being serious. Like,
no, I'm not. No, because you know, I remember telling you before. Like, I do think it's like, you mean you have to eat a shit sandwich.
Oh no, and I'm with you on that too.
Yeah.
There's times where you don't need like positivity is just not what you need.
Let's cut that right now. Get out of my face.
Yeah, like I don't want to hear that.
Yeah.
Like, just let me be mad and whatever, and then let me move on my own. I get you, because I'm like that.
Right.
I'm like that. I get in my moods where I'm like, okay, yes, I know everything's going to be fine. Just let me get through it, whatever. Right. Like, I get that. I get like that a lot. But, like, I'm talking about, like, when, you know, just every day. Just.
Well, it's, I do get what you're saying, for sure. Yeah. And, it's, I think it would be helpful if a lot more people just did that, like, on a regular basis and not like, you know.
You know what really it really irks me when
what?
See, like my goals and my ambitions are kind of they're big, right?
Right.
And when I don't really even like telling people my goals because I don't want to hear that negative like, really, dude?
Really?
Like, you think that's going to happen or oh, good luck, like you said, you know. I don't want to hear that shit, so I really don't even say that.
Yeah.
You know, and I've spoken with her about it like
I don't know.
Like I was like she was telling me like she asked me what my goals were and I was like you know, you sure you want to hear that? Like, you know,
you want to hear this kid's dream?
Yeah, you sure you want to hear this? It's kind of a long story. And she's like, yeah, I want to hear it. So I told her, and she was just like so like cool about it and so like into it. And I was like, dude, that's dope. You know, like you need people like that in your life.
Empowered you.
Empowered me, right?
Yes.
And you know, same vice versa. I asked her what her goals are, and she told me, and I was like, you know, like for the norm, it's like, oh, okay, that's pretty far fetched. But no, I told her, look, you can do this because you have the ambition to do it. You said it, now go out there and do it. You know what I'm saying? And if you need an anchor every now and then, like sometimes, dude, I feel down in my room or whatever, and I'm like this shit's never gonna happen, and I have to hear it from somebody, whether it's you or whether it's her or whether it's my dad or somebody to tell me like, dude, you have this goal, you're almost there, fucking do it. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm talking about. That's the positivity that I like to keep around myself.
No, for sure. But I do think it's kind of like, I don't know if I want to say healthy, but I do think that people should hear that negativity a little bit, just because it'll make the end point when you do get there a lot more sweeter, you know. And I feel like
negativity as far as what?
As far as, you know, haters, you know, people say that, right? You know, like if for me it's like if you have I don't know, like I feel like if you have a lot of people telling you that and there's people actually like doubting you, I feel like that's a good thing.
Oh, motivation?
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
But it's like no, but it's like it's more like how do I put this? Like you're doing something right. Because those are people who don't have big aspirations, right?
They settle with their life.
They're content with what they're doing.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? They don't want, you know, they're cool with having that 9 to 5 or whatever. Because why? Because society told them to do that, and that's the way you're going to live. And that's they're basically the robot that stands in line and says, "Yes, master. That's what I'm going to do because that's what life tells me to do, and I'm going to do it. And I'm going to be miserable for it or whatever, and I'm going to die alone. I'm going to be miserable." You know what I mean? Yeah. You know what I mean? Those are those people. You know what I mean? That's why I think to myself, like, you know, when there's people like that, man, who's trying to tear you down, you know, they
use it.
Yeah, for sure use it. And, you know, they don't know you personally, so don't take it personal, you know? Just fucking, you know, go about, you know, like you said, keep surrounding yourself with positive people, but also use those people to, you know, point at and laugh at when you get at the end.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? No mean to be
I hear you.
no mean to be an abysmal winner or
Yeah.
anything like that, but but yeah, I mean it's good to empower people, man. I mean I'm talking like for me, like I would want to see that more randomly. You know what I mean? No matter like if it is supporting somebody's goals or anything like that, or you know,
like check it out. Like okay, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
no,
But like,
continue.
like you said, like I know how you are, and me and you don't have that like let's feed off each other type of positivity relationship. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But there's goals and ambitions that you have where I try to throw it at you and I try to motivate you or whatever, and it's just me being me, you know, because I like that shit, you know.
I do appreciate it.
Yeah.
But for me, it's like I like the silence and working. You know what I mean? Like going for it. You know what I mean? But I mean, I think it's great. I wish I would. I kind of envy people who are like that. You know what I mean? But I'm just like, I don't know. I don't like to be you know. I don't want to say getting out of my shell, but more it's like more of a, you know.
It's just the way you like to do things.
Yeah, it's just the way I like to. I don't like to.
Everyone is motivated.
I'm not a motivated. Like, oh yeah, today we're gonna do it. Fuck yeah, you know, like headbutt.
Football players.
Yeah, football players. Yeah, headbutt each other. Yeah, I'm ready.
Nah, man. Like sometimes I don't know. Like me, I don't want to say I'm motivational. I don't
say you're motivational.
You would?
No, I mean,
I wouldn't. I wouldn't say I'm.
You love being motivated, though.
I love being motivated, but I feel like if I see somebody struggling, or if I see somebody going through some shit,
help out.
I send them some kind of motivation.
Vibes,
yeah, just even simple, like hope you have a good day today, kill today, whatever.
Yeah, man, for sure.
You know, make today's your bitch. You know,
Yeah.
like shit like that.
Yeah.
And I don't do it every day, you know, but like there's some people that I'm like, okay, like we vibe off each other, like. You know, or I check up on other people, like, how you doing? Like, what, you know, what's going on? Like, how close are you to where you want to be?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, for reals. But, you know, there's not a lot of those. You know, like I said, I keep my circle small.
Yeah.
But, you know, I keep myself, you know, surrounded.
Is there certain people you would want to empower you more?
Is there people that would want to empower me?
Yeah.
No. I'd like to, you know, I think I do it pretty good myself, but I do appreciate when people try to be like, man, like when I post about Vegas and I hear people tell me like, man, you're going to do it. Like I could see you there already.
That's cool.
Or like when I post things like, you know, where I want to be at and they're like, man, like you're about to get there. I can tell. And I'm like, dude, you know, shit like that makes me feel good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, and I like to be like that for other people. You know, when people, I have a buddy who he drives race cars.
Yeah.
And he wants to be like a NASCAR driver. Right?
Really?
But he test drives the cars.
Oh wow.
And he's like, man, like I just need sponsorship and I can do it. I'm like, dude, you could do it, man. Like, and I see him driving all the time. Like, man, like he's at the track and he's just recording like the track. He's like, man, I could be out there. And I was like, dude, you can be out there. You know, just to give him that little like don't give up step. You know?
Yeah, for sure.
Because there's times where I'm just like on the edge and I'm just like. Like this shit's not gonna happen, you know. And then somebody, or I see something, or I see somebody tell me, you know, man, like, you know, that house that you posted the other day looks dope, you know, or I don't know.
It's like I said, it's a beautiful feeling.
And
man.
all those like little sound bites that I always post on Snapchat of like motivational things, I listen to those by myself.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, for sure.
I listen to motivational podcasts. I listen to people who try to better themselves every day, you know.
It's good, man. It's good for you, for sure. You know, some people do need to hear that, for sure. I think it's good, man. It's good.
But I don't know. As far as empowerment, I think there's that, and
everybody. I mean, I think a lot of people should do it. You know, I just feel like just the kindness in general goes a long way. A genuine, you know, kindness from others goes a long way. You know what I mean? Like just the smallest thing, like you telling, you know, somebody, you know, like, hey, it's gonna be all right, you know, like, you know, kick today's ass. That person probably is gonna remember that for a very long time. Yeah. You know, and that's what it's all about, leaving marks. You know, you're gonna leave your mark. You know, I don't know what mark I'm gonna leave, but I'm gonna leave it. You know what I mean? Yeah. I don't know. There's a sense of mystery I want to leave my future in. I don't know what the fuck I want to do. I'm gonna do, but yeah. It excites me.
There's you know, there's times where, you know, I try motivating people and you know, sometimes they backlash at me like
They don't want to hear it.
Yeah, they don't want to hear it. You know,
funny.
and I think that's where we get to, you know, those times where I'm like in my mode and I'm like, dude, shut up, like I don't want to hear it, you know,
Right.
You know, and I get it.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Cause I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I do don't like I kind of irk when that happens to me, when somebody tells me that. To be honest
You're
with
like,
you.
everything's gonna be okay, man. Don't worry.
Yeah. Well, I remember there was a time where you kept on sending me videos of like this school in LA for filming and stuff like that. That would really irk me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
I'm like, I don't know. If you know, but the thing is, like, I tell myself, I was like, he means well though. He's trying to help you. You know what I mean? Like, he's, you know, like I do recognize it. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying like fucking Hector.
Yeah.
Fucking trying to motivate me. Get that fucking positive shit on my life right now.
God damn.
Yeah. No, it's not that. But it's like, but like I said, I like the mystery. What's gonna, you know, come ahead for me, and stuff like that. And I guess I kind of, you know, don't like. I guess there's still a little bit of that. I don't know what I'm gonna do in the future. You know what I mean? I would like to be involved with movies. I would. But will it happen? I don't know. I'm going to try. But the thing is, like, there's something else that could fucking come my way that I might like doing. You know what I mean? That's how I feel about it. You know what I mean? But,
like what?
I don't know. Anything writing, anything involving storytelling. Whether it's little or big. You know what I mean? Like, something could pop up and I could wind up doing it. You know what I mean? But, like, I want there to be a little mystery to my future. You know?
Yeah, but like, I remember sending you those. But
Yeah.
Do you feel like maybe you have to execute something?
Yeah, for sure.
You know, instead of just
But the thing is, like,
waiting for it to
But
happen.
the thing is, like, I don't know if I'm ready to execute yet. I don't know if I'm ready to execute. I don't even know if that's the thing I want to do. You know, I don't even know if I'm going to be happy with this execution that I'm about to do with this movie thing. You know, I might be unhappy with how I'm doing things. I might not be good at it. You know what I mean? There's always that possibility, you know? But right now, I'm starting to read more, starting to write more, you know? I'm starting to do something, you know? Little tiny things. Not huge push, you know? I feel like having this podcast is, you know, like, I don't even know where this might go. This might be something. You know what I mean? That I might want to, like, focus on doing in the future. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I don't know if it's going to be movies, storytelling, or whatever, but, you know, it'll eventually happen, you know?
Yeah, man. Just I was going to say, stay positive.
I will, man. I will stay positive.
No, man, but for real, though. I don't know. I sent you those
No, I know.
in faith of,
No,
like,
for sure.
you know, because
I know you meant well.
I always
sure.
mean well,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
like I don't know if I sent you like I sent you. I know why I sent you those, but I
Yeah.
sent you those like because I felt like you didn't know where to go.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I you know you.
And that's the thing. I know these things exist. Like,
Yeah.
I know, I'm fully aware. The thing is, like, I don't know if I'm ready. You know what I mean? I don't know where I'm at in life. You know what I mean? To do
But
that.
like, all right, I sent you this like the websites to these schools.
Yeah.
Now you brushed them off,
Yeah.
but did you brush them off with like, I'm not doing that, or like, you know, that I'm just not ready for that right now?
Yeah. Well, I've stated my opinions on how I feel about that type of thing, because if I go to a school like that, I'm not gonna do things that I want to do. I'm gonna do something that they want me to do. That's not what I want. For me, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but just like to even get the experience, though, you know.
Yeah, but they can't tell me how to make a shot, though. They're not. I could only tell myself how I'm gonna make a shot. You know, I mean, you want to talk about, you know, the things that you've listened to. I've listened to countless of successful directors that said the exact same thing. The only thing good for going to school is, you know, for this thing is just to get your hands on equipment, and that's cool and that's nice. And I felt that when I was in that film production class. I got my hands on them, and it was pretty nice and everything like that. But they say you can't, like, they're not going to tell you what you already know. You know, they can't tell you how to make your movie. They're not going to tell you how to make. You're not going to do things you want to do. You know what I mean? Only you can. You know what I mean? That's the only stuff is good for. And, you know, and yeah, that's actually a motivation thing that I really haven't, thought about. Yeah, that kind of motivated me a little bit. You know what I mean? To be like, because I'm not a school guy. You know what I mean?
I'm with you. I'm not either.
Yeah, I'm not a school guy. You know what I mean? And the thing is, like, regardless if it is film or whatever, it's still gonna feel like school. You know what I mean? And I'm just not a fan of it. But we'll see. We'll see. I do need to buy a camera, and some sound equipment. But we'll see, man. Another thing I need to finish a script. Something that I'm working on right now.
You're working on a script?
Yeah.
Oh.
We'll see.
Can I get a little taste of that?
After the podcast.
Oh, okay.
After the podcast.
Okay.
Yeah.
Off air?
Off air.
Off the record?
Sure, off the rec. Yeah, man. But no, but just to know, like, I hope I didn't hurt your feelings by saying
No.
Just making sure.
No.
Because I did appreciate that.
No, because I sent you that because I wanted to at least throw that out there. If you didn't want to do it, then that's on you. I can't force you to do it.
Yeah, for sure.
I
appreciated it, though.
Just to know that, I tried.
Yeah. No, for sure. I appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate you, bro.
I know.
I'm empowering you.
You're
the man.
You're so whack. Freaking patronize me.
No, I'm just kidding, man. It's good, though, man. It's good, though.
I think you'll do well, man.
Yeah, whatever it is.
And that's not me being motivational or whatever.
No.
But I think you have an eye for something like that. You have a head for...
Yeah, I
for
like
creating stories.
I like to think that too. I like to think that too for sure. But I gotta act on it for sure.
It's like when Dr. Dre told Eazy, like, you have a mind for that shit. I think you got it, dude. I really do. I just think if somebody just came along and invested in you to make something, I think you would make gold for sure.
I'll definitely try my best.
Yeah.
I just want to do things, because I still try to, I do try my best to, like, I remember telling you a long time ago that, when me and you are in the car and we roll up into, like, a gas station, in my head, I'm thinking in my head, like, okay, if this is a movie, how would I shoot it?
Yeah.
Like, how would I, would I
and
be at the camera?
Not everybody thinks like that, bro.
Yeah, no.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm saying. I think you have a mind for it. Yeah. I don't know, man.
One day, man. One day. And take a day at a time. Because one thing I am fighting right now is my insecurity of my writing. That's the one thing I'm fighting. So, but yeah, we'll see.
You're insecure of your writing?
Yeah, because I don't think it's that good. I don't think I'm that good at writing.
You're like
your own.
You're like George McFly.
George McFly, huh?
George McFly.
Elaborate, please.
When he's like, when he's writing his stories about space, and he's like, let me read some. He goes, no, I'm really insecure about my stories.
Yes. That's it, man. I think that's accurate.
Aliens from other planets.
Oh my god, that made me laugh so hard.
You're George McFly, bro.
George McFly. That's it. That's it, man.
Destiny.
Man.
Top 5.
Yeah, it's up there for sure. That's so funny.
Hey, man. You'll get there.
Yeah, and so will you.
Thanks, man.
And so will your friend. And so will everybody else.
I'm glad she actually brought that. I'm glad she made that, topic.
I hope we didn't butcher it or actually, like, make it seem like different than, I mean, that's all it was, right?
I'll send her the clip.
Okay.
If you're listening, I'll send you the clip.
Okay. But yeah. Or maybe, because maybe we missed the whole entire point.
Maybe it wasn't even a
These dumbasses.
Yeah, like, that's not what I was talking about, dipshit.
A pair of dumb shits.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Oh, wow.
That's funny. So, what's up, man? You want to wrap this up?
Where are we at?
An hour and 13.
Okay, we can wrap it up.
Yeah, it's going to be 8. Got to cut your hair.
Yeah.
You got a fro.
Yeah, fuck her.
I totally forgot about it.
Yeah, man.
I was like in my bed. I was like, fuck, I got to work.
Yeah, Paul cuts my hair. FYI, guys.
Yeah. And don't ask me, oh, you cut hair? No, I don't cut hair.
He cuts hair.
No. He has the easiest haircut of all time.
Get him at his Tony Punk.
He has the easiest hairstyle of all time that I could make look fine, presentable, as I think I would say. So yeah, I don't cut hair. I can't give you a fade, bro. I'm not that skillful. Go to a professional.
Well,
but yeah, that'll do it for this episode of whatever the fuck Final Round Pod, whatever episode this is, 6, 7, or whatever the fuck. Final Round Podcast. I'm Paul.
I'm Hector.
We out of here.